Welcome to the Common Man Football Show. My name is James Coburn, and today's episode, we're talking about the Cleveland Browns versus Chicago Bears Week 16 matchup based on analytics. Each week, I like to collect all of the 2017 NFL team data in order to analyze and project potential NFL performance. And since it's a weekly collection, there's always going to be some variation between various variables. However, there's always going to be little nuggets of truth that could become bigger nuggets of truth as the season continues. So stick around as I analyze each week's matchups based on analytics. And if you are new to the channel, all terms and definitions will be in the description. So, starting out with this game between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. When you look at the NFL stat basic comparison data, and basic comparison data essentially is just looking at how the offense is doing, how the defense is doing, and how the special teams is doing for both of these teams from a statistical standpoint compared to every team since 1998. And also on top of that, giving you overall team score to give you relative team strength of their ability to win the football game or not, which is what that all, and again, all terms and definitions are in the description, but all basically encompasses all those data points into one number to give you an idea of who would be favored in this game. Now, most of the data favors the Chicago Bears. Important to note, though, that this is definitely a very close game. This is definitely a game that, based on data, could go towards the Browns. Like, this could be the game, guys. Like, this could be, both these teams are not that great. The Bears are not that impressive. The Browns are definitely not impressive either. So, in many ways, this would be the one game where the Browns might actually win. Like, that could actually happen. So, 0-16 may not happen if they end up getting this win. In fact, they should get this win because nobody wants to go 0-16. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So that's all I would say is that I hope the Browns win this game, but data-wise, it definitely more so favors the Bears. So let's get into some reasons why it favors the Bears. First off, the Bears just have the better offense. The Bears don't turn the football over as much as the Browns. The Browns have one of the worst turnover ratios in the NFL since 1998. You're not going to win a lot of football games when your turnover ratio score on offense is a 1.26 out of every team since 1998. You're just not going to win a lot of football games when you're turning the football over that much. On top of that, you look at sack rate, which is basically the ability to prevent sacks on offense, where the Bears are better in that. And, of course, offensive score percentage is also another area where the Bears are favored as well. Now, this does not mean that the Bears have an amazing offense. In fact, in many ways, they have a below-average offense. But their offense is just this much better. I know you can't see my fingers right now, but the Bears' offense is this much better in terms of winning football games. Just to put that into your mind, the visual picture, I guess. On top of that, defensively speaking, the Bears just have a better defense. They have better defensive offensive score percentage. They get more turnovers. They definitely get more sacks. I mean, that's the one aspect of the Bears' defense that's actually been decent this year is their ability to create sacks. And then interception ratio also slightly favors the Bears as well. So defensively, the Bears have it in all those facets as well. So far, Bears offense favored. Defense favored. When you get to special teams, the Bears are favored in terms of punt return yardage. The Browns are favored in terms of kick return yardage. Defensive punt return yardage and defensive kick return yardage more so favors the Browns. Field goal percentage also favors the Browns. Extra point percentage favors the Bears. And punting average favors the Browns as well. In terms of who has the better special teams, the Browns do slightly. Again, field goal percentage is probably, as I tell you guys every single week, and I know I keep saying this, but I'm just trying to nail it into your head, that the most important statistic when it comes to winning football games on special teams is the field goal percentage. It is the coup de grace has the highest correlations to winning football games than any other statistic in terms of special teams. And the Bears have a slightly better field goal percentage. All that means is if this is a game that comes down to kicking 3 points and getting 3 points on the board, the Browns are more likely to make that 3-pointer than the Bears. But that's the only phase of football where the Browns are favored. Offensively, the Bears have it. Defensively, the Bears have it as well. And because of that, that's why the Bears are favored. Is because of those main offensively, defensively, they're just superior. And as a result, that's why they're favored in a big way. Now, when you get to some other sort of matchups, so now we're getting into some different down and distance data, situational football, if you will. So now we're going to look at the Bears offense versus the Browns defense when it comes to completion percentage. This area, the Bears offense is favored on first, second, and third down. So again, kind of showing you that the Bears offense should have success in this game against this Browns defense. So definitely something to kind of consider, that the Bears will also have this sort of pick-me-up, if you will. And then, of course, you get to the Browns offense versus the Bears defense, where the Bears are favored in terms of second and third down. So offensively, the Bears are favored in terms of completion percentage, and defensively, the Bears are favored in terms of completion percentage. Two big factors in terms of winning football games, in terms of, in general on offense and defense. Then, of course, you get to rushing down. So this is basically first down conversion rate with the run. This doesn't really have anything to do with yardage or explosive plays. It purely has to do with, if it is 1st and 10, how often you get a first down. If it's 2nd and 10, how often you get a first down. And then so on and so forth in terms of various downs and distances. And in this particular area, the Browns defense is favored. This is the only aspect of the Browns defense that actually kind of works, is their rush defense, their run defense. So definitely something to kind of think about and factor into this game, is that the Browns probably will have some success stopping the run and getting some havoc there, possibly. Then we get to the Browns offense versus the Bears defense when it comes to rushing downs. And this is another aspect where the Browns offense is factored on first and third down. They're favored in those particular downs. And this is the only aspect of the Browns offense that actually has been successful this year. So the rushing offense and the rushing defense have pretty much been the only factors for the Browns that have actually been decent. So it's kind of sad, actually, because typically speaking, just because you have the best rushing offense or best rushing defense, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be the top team in the NFL, statistically speaking. But definitely something to kind of consider, that's the one positive I could throw out there about the Browns is their rushing offense and rushing defense. Then we get to passing downs between the Bears offense and the Browns defense. And as you can see, the Bears are favored on first and third down. Only down and distance to really watch for success from the Browns is second down, but definitely more so factors into the Bears here in terms of those two downs. Then, of course, we get to the Browns offense versus the Bears defense in terms of first, second, and third down. Where the Bears are, again, they're favored in those particular downs and distances, first, second, and third. And definitely something to kind of think about is how the Bears just keep coming up. They keep getting wins, in terms of all these little micro situations. Then, of course, you get to sack rates between the Bears offense and the Browns defense. Only down and distance to really watch is third down. Most of the sacks that the Bears have given up have come on third down, and most of the sacks that the Browns have forced have come on third down as well. But the Bears don't really allow a lot of sacks on first down, and they definitely don't allow a lot of sacks on second down. And the Browns, don't really get sacks in those particular areas. So more so favors the Bears here, but third down definitely an area to watch. Then, of course, you get to the Browns offense versus the Bears defense when it comes to sacks. And every down, first, second, and third down. Second down and third down especially favor the Bears here. So the Bears are probably going to get some sacks. They're going to get theirs. That's going to happen because the Browns have had issues, and the Bears have been fairly decent in terms of creating sacks. Then, of course, you get to interception ratio between the Bears offense and the Browns defense, where the Bears offense is favored on first, second, and third down. So again, definitely down in distances, kind of consider that the Bears probably won't throw a lot of picks because the Browns don't really force a lot of picks. And then finally, you get to the Browns offense versus the Bears defense, where it's actually pretty evenly matched on first and second down. The Browns are terrible on first down when it comes to throwing picks and second down, but so are the Bears' defense. But big down and distance to watch, third down. Most of the picks that the Bears have been able to force have come on third down, and the Browns have the worst interception ratio on third down in the NFL currently. So definitely that is the one down and distance to watch to see if DeShone Kizer throws a pick, does all that kind of stuff. So overall, general impressions of this game. Well, I think it's going to be a Chicago Bear victory. I don't really see a lot of areas where the Browns are going to win. Now, again, I want to reiterate this, though. This is probably the best chance the Browns have of winning a football game this year, because the Bears as a team are not that great. The Browns as a team are not that great either. They're worse. They have legitimately played worse than the Bears. Both these teams are not that great. But that doesn't dismiss the fact that, again, the Bears have played a little bit better. The Browns have been historically bad this year. The Bears have been they've been historically bad as well in certain areas. But at least the Bears have certain areas where they're above average, like their sack percentage. So the Browns don't really have that going for them either, in terms of like having a high-end sack percentage, if you will. So because of all those factors, I just have to go Bears. But there is definitely the possibility that the Browns could win. Let me know in the comment section below, who do you believe is going to win this football game? And of course, my name is James Coburn. You can find my other work at draftcoburn.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Geometrics. And if you like this content and you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share this video as well with anybody that you know. Hit that notification button so that you're always notified when another video of mine comes out. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.